Hey, and welcome to another video. Today on Sandswept Journeys, we are going to change out the propane pigtails on our Airstream travel trailer. So hey, as always, thanks for tuning in and watching. And if you get a chance, hit that like button and please consider subscribing. It's free and it really helps the channel out a lot. So we have new propane pigtails. Full disclosure, we did not pay for these pigtails. They were sent to us by a company called GasXpert. They reached out to us a while back to do a review on a few of their products, and this is one of them. Okay, so let's take a look at what they sent me. So it comes in a nice, pretty heavy cardboard box, and we'll go ahead and open it up and see what's inside. And there's two propane hoses in here. They do have bubble wrap over the gauge part and the valve that where it attaches. Let me take that off. And they're pretty nice, very well made, just like some of the other products they've sent me. I mean, they're really nice, they're well made, they're heavy duty, and you can see braided stainless. They do have a connector protector over the threads on this side to protect those threads, very important. And I'm going to put all of the specs for these right here so you can see them, because I'm not going to go over them in the video. You can read them, but these are exactly what you need. They meet all the specs for our trailer, and I'm going to cover that a little bit in just a second. Obviously, there's two of them in here, so here's the other one, exactly same. And another nice thing that they do is send yellow propane tank tape. This is going to be very important when you're doing the connections inside. When you take the old hoses off and you put these on, you're going to need some propane tape, and they do provide it for us, which is a really nice little feature. All right, so let's talk about this a little bit more. Here's the gauge, as you can see on there, and it's your typical propane gauge. I've used these on some of our other propane items like grills and different things, and these work pretty well. Are they 100% accurate? No, none of them are, but they do give you a very good, quick visual idea of what's going on with your tanks. It'd be nice to have them on here. Now, I do run some different propane sensors that I can see on my phone through Bluetooth, and I also have them hooked up to our Victron system inside. Cover that in another video. But this will give me a quick way just to look inside, see what's going on with my tanks. Also, another added feature of this is you can turn this on and pressurize your system. Once the system's pressurized, you can turn the tank off and watch what happens to the gauge. If the gauge starts to go down towards empty, you know you've got a leak somewhere. So this is a really good way to tell if you have a slow leak on your system. Now, a fast leak, those are going to be simple. You're going to hear it, you're going to smell it. It's going to be very, very prevalent. That's where something like a gas stop device comes into play. I am not putting a gas stop device on this installation today. This is just installing these, doing a review on them, and I'm going to do a good long-term review on these as well. Okay, let's go ahead and get the propane tanks uncovered and off the rig. We're going to make sure everything inside is turned off, that there's no propane on anywhere. We're going to make sure our tanks are off and everything is ready to go for the installation. Okay, so if you're wondering where to find the specs on your propane hoses or pigtails, they should be in your owner's manual. If they're not, then you may have a tag, something like this, that was attached to your propane lines that may have come with the trailer. And this little instruction thing will have some specs on it, and it should give you some idea. If not, another place you can look is to see if there's a tag like this one. And this one actually gives us some specs, and it says on here, max is 350 PSI. The interesting thing about that is these are capable of flowing 350 PSI. This regulator is actually maxed out at 250 PSI. So these hoses that I got from GasXpert are actually rated to be the same. They have the same QCC Type 1 rating, and they're the same style. These actually have a quick shut-off in there should there be a massive leak. What it does is it will actually decrease the pressure down to a safe level if it starts to flow too fast. Now, it doesn't shut it off completely, but it does take it down quite a bit. This is standard on most new systems, and these hoses have the same QCC Type 1, as the ones I got from GasXpert. So these hoses are actually going to be a really good, almost direct replacement. I say almost because these are actually a little bit better quality. They are stainless steel and braided, and they should hold up a lot better. And if you notice, very flexible, right? I want you to take a look at these right here. These have been on the rig for a while. And if you notice, they are holding the shape that they were right here. And I can bend them back and they just come right back into shape. These have become very stiff and not very pliable. When they get like this, it's time to replace them. Now again, these are about 2.5 years old. They've been in all sorts of different weather, from hot to cold, humid to dry, and they've held up well. They do not leak, but there's time to be replaced. Let me show you one more thing. So if you look right here at that O-ring very carefully, you're going to see there's some cracks in there where that O-ring has become dry rotted, and it's become to the point where I'm no longer comfortable using these. Even though they're not leaking, it is definitely time to replace them. Okay, for this job, you're going to need a couple of tools, obviously. My fittings are 9/16. That's what goes on here, the end of the hose. But you're also going to need another tool. I'm going to go ahead and use an adjustable wrench. I know real mechanics don't use adjustable wrenches, but I'm not a real mechanic. I'm a do-it-yourself guy. So you're going to need this to put on the other side to hold the regulator like this, so that you can actually put the proper pressure on this to tighten and loosen it without damaging the regulator itself. So we're going to go ahead and get these off real quick and get the new ones on. In case I didn't mention it already, the fittings have to be the same. This is a 1/4 inch fitting, and as you can see, they're very similar. They're the same size. This will thread right in, but we are going to have to put some tape on there. They had sealant on these. These are the original ones from the factory. And again, I just want to show you how these are holding their shape. Pretty crazy how they take that shape and they just become molded to it. And if they're like this, they're really stiff, it's probably time to replace them, especially if you're starting to see those cracks like I showed you earlier. Okay, so when you have threads like this type of fitting, you're going to want to put tape sealant around the threads, and you're going to want to use a propane rated sealant. They send it to you with these hoses, which is really nice, and you're going to want to put them on always in the direction of tightening. And if you've watched any of my other videos, you've seen me do this before. Again, you want to get a good amount on. You don't want to go crazy. You want to get a good amount on. I like to just smooth it into the threads real nice. You want to make sure you're not covering that hole in the end. Okay. Once you have this set up, you're going to go ahead and install it into the regulator. You're going to start threading it in, rotate that into place, and then we're going to come back with our tools and tighten it up. Make sure you're holding that on the other side so that you're not putting too much pressure on the regulator itself. That feels pretty good. Let's do the other side. Now remember, don't be too focused on where the gauge is, because remember, these do turn, and so you can rotate these and make sure they're right where you want them. And it does add a little bit of flexibility to how they're mounted. So don't get hung up on how the valves or the gauges are oriented when you get these tight. So they're installed, and as you can see, these are a little bit longer than the ones that came on the rig, but I can just rotate my tanks out. It's going to work fine. You can always just rotate these like this to get a little bit more clearance should I need it. Really nice installation. And these obviously have little plastic protective covers over them. I'm going to go ahead and peel them off. Go ahead and turn this tank on. This tank number 1 is not as full as this one. So it'd be interesting to see what this shows on the gauge. Actually, it's still showing it's pretty full. This has about 20% of a fill. So at 20% of the fill, it's still showing full. And we're going to rotate our valve towards this one is now coming in. We're going to put some soapy water on it. A nice solution of soapy water. And do everything around here and the entire hose, just to make sure we have no leaks anywhere in the system. Now let's take a quick look. The gas is on all the way. We're showing pressure on our line. There are no leaks here, no leaks underneath, all the way down and all the way down to the regulator. No leaks, no bubbles anywhere. Let's do the other side. Okay, we're going to do tank number 2 now. And I have my tanks numbered so I know which one is which, because I do have sensors on them and they are labeled as tank 1 and tank 2. So we're going to go ahead and turn this one on. This tank is full. It's at about 90%. And our gauge is showing that it's got plenty of pressure. We're going to run our valve to this tank now. And let's get that soapy water going. Again, we're going to do the entire hose. And we're going to do the connection up here just to make sure. That's it. We do have it flowing. If it was going to leak, you would be seeing it. You'd be seeing bubbles coming up. And we have no bubbles anywhere on that line. So we have a good installation. So we're going to start putting things back together. And as you can see, I do have to have my tanks kind of on a little bit of an angle, about 45 degrees. I do have my little gauges pointing up, which is really nice. And I didn't know this, but apparently these glow in the dark. So we're going to come out one night and test that. They do have a nice graceful bend in them. These are 15-inch hoses. They are a little bit longer than what came stock, but they're not touching the tanks. They're not touching the case in any way or the cover, and they're in a really nice orientation. So we're going to now use these for about a month and get back to you on how well they've held up. I think they're going to be just fine. So I've got our airboard shelf in here, and as you can see, I can look right in through the hole and actually see the gauge in there. That one's turned off and it is showing empty. But if I come over here to the other side, you'll see this one in here, and I can see that that one is showing full. So I can check these without even having to have my phone on me or anything else. I know which one's turned on, and that is going to be a good little benefit. So it's been about 4, maybe 5 weeks since we put these new propane pigtails on, and I have to say they're working great. And they've got some really nice features. Having those gauges is really nice. And I didn't think much of it when I first started using propane hoses with gauges, but now that I've had them for a while, I understand the benefit of it. Are they accurate? Like I said before, not really. They have their place. They're going to let you know when your tank is getting close to running out, a little before it does. So you know when you get down probably to that 5–10% range, you're going to notice a drop in the pressure a little bit, and that is when the gauges really come in handy. Now, the quality of these hoses, like I said, are really good. I'm really impressed with them, and everything I've received from this company or from their other company, Aloxity, have just been really good. They've held up well, and I've really had great experience with them. The links to the product will be down below. It is an affiliate link, so we do get a few pennies from Amazon for purchasing them. So that's going to do it for this one. Thanks for watching. As always, we really appreciate your time. And please consider subscribing and hit that like button. Both of those things mean a lot. They're free and they only take a second to do. And if you like this kind of content, let us know. Send us a comment in the video. If you have any questions about anything I did, or a concern, or a better way to do it, throw that in the comment. Let us know that too. I try to respond to every single comment in a timely manner, and I really appreciate all of the feedback. Again, I'd like to thank the good people at GasXpert for sending the product to me. And hey, remember, life is all about the journey. Stay safe. We'll see you in the next one.